All right, guys. Time for another Valheim speedrun stream. Today we're going to be doing some more New Game Plus RSG or bosses. This is obviously quite a long category. We're looking at like sub 1 hour runs, so we've got time for like maybe 3 or 4, 5 if we're lucky. Good runs, but obviously a lot of resets in between then. So yeah, I'll be happy if we can get a sub 1 hour done. It's going to release a nice YouTube video today, and obviously if we can PB, that would be epic. But let's not waste any time. Let's check my monitor brightness is turned up and stuff for speedruns. RTS. RTS off normal, RTS off normal. Sorry, I forgot to check this before I hit go live. Anyway, we'll be fine. New run, let's go. It's gonna stick for world record loadout for now. Man, maybe we... Let's do some runs for the world record loadout. A couple of... Well, at least one warm-up run. And then... maybe I'll reset for an early mountain. Actually. I've been thinking about it. I've got very bad weather. Been thinking about it, and what we should experiment with some tons of resets for an early mountain again. Because the key to this world record really is doing 3 bosses in 20 minutes, and then you just roll the dice for the rest of the RNG. Hey, what's up, Lorelei? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. Thank you. I appreciate the look. Got bad structure. But there's more than one. I can hear the crows. Hope you're having a nice day, Lorelei. Really appreciate your continued dedication to watching the runs. Alright, 2 away in a burial. That's pretty good. Hopefully we get a fast rune now. No. Fast rune? Yeah, pretty fast. Alright, we're going west then. 245. Got location. Hey, what's up, Bevo? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm great, thanks. Just been working on YouTube and stuff. Paying some bills. So received your guys' Patreon money. So thanks so much to patrons. I know how that is, Lorelei. That's awesome though. Thank you. If I'm not streaming, I also just usually have gaming content on in my headphones whilst I'm using the computer. Or if I'm playing a game, like my off-stream game at the minute that I play to chill for like an hour or something before I go to bed is Escape from Tarkov. If I'm on a loading screen, whenever I'm not in a raid, I just have someone stream on in the background, you know what I mean? Or a video series or something on YouTube. Sometimes when I'm making videos, right, I record the voiceover, and then how it works with the voice when I record the voiceover is I end up with this audio file in a recording software that has loads of breaks in, you know what I mean? Because I all my videos I don't write a script, I'm just talking off the top of my head, and then so I break to think about what I'm saying next. So I go through and edit out all the breaks. So what I'll do is I'll like record the voiceover for the intro, and then I stop recording, and then I'll actually just have turn the audio on for whatever stream I have on it on my monitor on my left. And that's playing because I don't really need to hear the VO as I edit out all the breaks, you know what I mean? So I edit out all the breaks, export that, drop it into the video, edit that, then I'll record more VO, and then it's like do the same again, back to audio on whatever stream I have on in the background. And like I said, if I'm gaming, it's like any loading screen, I just unmute whatever stream I have on in the background. It's not a good enough mountain, really. I have to get very lucky. Might be on another island, unfortunately. But this isn't bad pace. Yeah, it is. On another island, I mean. It's going to slow us down a little bit, but we do have the wind, so... Yeah. You know what it is? It's just that when I'm live, right? I'm kind of like really focused on what I'm doing. And when you're doing a live stream, it's not like... I mean, I do go and get coffee and go to the bathroom when I need to, but you can't like just continuously... You can't like work for... Got stream for an hour, then go and chill for 10 minutes or something. So when I'm editing videos and stuff, like... I like to multitask, so I can actually kind of get in some of the videos and streams I like to watch that I can't have on when I'm streaming, you know what I mean? Or just like take a break for 10 minutes whilst I watch someone's video. I do it so much though because Just used to not being able to do it on stream. So I'm like making the most of it. You guys might notice, by the way, I'm wearing different headphones. I usually wear like little in-ears. And that's because my cat keeps eating my earbuds. Oh yeah, I see this thing. We've got a swamp over there by the looks of it. We should sail south. I know, right? Like, what basically my approach was, I'll just use cheap £15 earbuds, and if he keeps eating them, he's not going to eat them very often. I can afford to replace them. But now, this is like the second or third time now. I'm like, I'm just going to buy better headphones and keep them out the way of the cat. I mean, it's kind of my fault because I could put them away safely, but that's what I mean. I'm just gonna use some better headphones and put them away safely instead. Exactly. Right. What am I actually doing here? But you sure there's a swamp over here? Oh, there is. Looks like a nightmare to sail. They call me crazy, but I swear I could actually see that swamp better with rendered this all the way down. We just ran something over. Right, we check this place. Oh, I see a crypt. I see a crypt. I was about to say I don't see one. Hide, wood, nails, spark. Imagine if that was it. This looks good. It's the right room structure. Right, I hear another spawner somewhere. Damn. crypt RNG is just so annoying, honestly. I don't know, man. It's actually crazy how common it is to get a swamp with just one crypt. I'm gonna go left in here instead then. Yeah, I think you always want to destroy this one. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but there's something to the structure of crypts about what, like, which direction to go, and like which room is most likely to be there. Alright, this might be it, what we're looking for. Oh, maybe not. But it is the right kind of room. I was wondering if there's a way to do like a roll cancel with the pickaxe. No. That's a reset, really. I was only sticking with it longer because it's just a bit of a warm-up.
Sploosh.
Alright, new run, let's go. I'm going to reset for a mountain for a bit. So there's going to be some heavy resetting for a little while, chat. I've been thinking about it, and I think it might be worth doing again. The early resets for a mountain are like the only thing that all the runners aren't onto. Like Archie seemed to think that it was actually rare, but it isn't. Well, it depends what your standard of resetting is. It doesn't seem that bad to me because compared to Minecraft, it's not that bad compared to resetting for a village. Resetting for a village is way more of a pain. Man, I just had a crazy thought, chat. If we reset until we get Modder on the starting island, which might take a while, but it's not that bad. We could start with Eichthea to check for a mountain faster, right? And obviously use it to scale the mountain. Kill Modder. Bring a trophy back to spawn. Change the Modder. And that will save potions for the rest of the run.
Sploosh.
Yeah, let me actually check something. I'm thinking, chat. If we use the loadout that uses portals, and we reset, like, because in the beginning, you guys might remember, right? I was porting back to swap abilities. Yeah, that's all I would need to do. I was porting back, right, originally. What runner is this again? A, right? I was porting back to ability swap at one point. Right, new run, let's go. And then we stopped doing that because we're just sticking with modder. Then Archie got the world record with no portals, so we have this no portal strat, but the portals definitely are still better for consistency. But we never tried using portals and ability swaps and resetting for a mountain.
For adventure!
Mountain. Man, I really like the idea of these new strats. No! I messed up. Shit. That was a mistake. It's because I'm using this boat. We've been using long ships the last several runs. It's not worth resetting because we got an early mountain. Resin, hide, bronze, wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there is the render distance up for spotting structures. Not quite as good as I wanted it to be. There's an egg there. Not the worst mountain ever. But definitely a reset. You run, let's go.
Sploosh.
This is a long loading screen.
Ready for adventure!
Don't see any mountains yet. Too much forest. It's way hard to find mountains. So we're at water now anyway. Alright, we got a mountain. And so we can see structures. What's up, Spaghetti? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Trying new strats today, chat. Experimenting a bit. Yeah, I'm looking for modder. So this is a strat that I've tried before, but I'm kind of mixing it with some new ideas. Which is I'm just resetting over and over again until I find an early mountain. To get modder out of the way early. And the main reason I'm doing that is to get world record. We really want the first 3 bosses dead in like 20 minutes or something. But I'm taking in the Eikthyr ability instead of the modder ability to help with climbing the mountain. But because we're doing it early, what I'm doing is I'm using my portal loadout. So that's why we've got the slowest ship. So we bring portals in. So that if we kill modder early, then I can change to modder after killing her. Because the main reason to bring Eikthyr is for the mountain. So if we can use portal strats and resetting for a mountain to kill modder early, we can take an Eikthyr, port back to change the modder ability. For the late game. Right, that's a good structure right there. I'm not using that yet, actually. Because that's really close. I will use that ability if she's on this mountain. She isn't on this mountain, but that was a good call. Oh, awesome. I'm glad the advice helped, Spaghetti. That's really cool to hear, dude. This tank not 100 full damage because we have over 100 HP. If she's on a really big mountain, Dragon Egg shouldn't be a problem. I recommend making sure you take a pickaxe though. Because sometimes eggs can be stuck in rocks and stuff. If it's a really big mountain, it should be fine. Like 90% of the time. The smaller the mountain that she's on, the more of a problem it becomes. Oh, come on. I'll place this at an angle on purpose. So we can get some wind. Nice. Yeah, that's good. There's a swamp right there, dude. We can get a close elder here, it'd be amazing. No. Hell yeah. Ooh. We go in that swamp, we're gonna get wet, so I'm not going there. I don't have a spare slot to collect some rocks yet. Our mod is still on a different island though. Fuck it, I'm going. I don't really like that term. It's just a stupid, immature internet term. Because, like, a dead game, like, games don't really die. Like, it's not really an accurate term. I'll tell you, but what is happening is, like, all the lazy content creators that only make guides and news videos aren't creative enough to still make content for the game. Like, have I stopped posting Valheim videos because I feel like there's nothing left to make videos about? No, I'm just getting started. But look, but some have. That's an entirely, that's on them, you know? But if you're asking, like, are less people playing it? I mean, like, obviously, there's less people playing every game that comes out, like, months after it comes out. You know what I mean? That's normal. But you don't sell millions and millions of copies and be, like, quote-unquote, dead. You know what I mean? So less people are playing it. But that doesn't mean that they won't all come back when there's new updates. People just like to be assholes online about video games. But there's nothing wrong with it taking like a few months to get content out for a game that you can get hundreds of hours out of as is. It's ridiculous. Valheim is a huge success. The reason why there's so much talk about it dying is just lazy content creators. It's the only thing they can think to make a video about that gets clicks. Now they must make a video about it dying. These are the same people that earned money by saying it was so good. Yeah. I think so. That's my opinion. I'm sure most content creators would disagree with it, but that's because they don't. The truth hurts. Like, the internet, for some reason, and like Reddit and stuff and YouTube commenters, they want games to be dead. I don't know why, but it's a thing. They all constantly call like games dead games. I mean, like I said, when I used to stream Minecraft, guys, Minecraft, it's like the top selling game of all time or something, right? People used to come into my chat and say it was a dead game. What? And it was because content creators had run out of ideas and people had stopped streaming it. But it became the biggest game on Twitch again shortly after. That's how these things happen, you know. There's like trends come and go. It doesn't mean games die. It doesn't make sense. If you think about the idea of a game being dead, but millions of people paid money to get it in the Steam library, well, you still got millions of owners. It's really, once they own the game, it doesn't take much to get them to play it again. You know what I mean? What's up, Seth? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, exactly. As well, that's a good point, Spaghetti, as well. But I had a point. I can't remember what I was saying. Can't remember what I was saying. But yeah, like, people just like want games to be dead games for some reason, but it doesn't mean anything. Like internet chatter and people making videos and stuff, it matters a lot less than the people that pay attention to those things think they do. You know what I mean? The kind of opinions of content creators like me, right? And the kind of tweets and comments that shape the way certain people that can't think for themselves think about games because they just regurgitate other people's opinions. Like, all that stuff matters way less than people think. Years ago, right, before games media was what it is now, I remember seeing some statistic, and this was when games media was just like websites like PC Gamer and game trailers and stuff like that, right? I remember hearing some statistic that it was something like 20% of hardcore gamers actually pay attention to games media. And like, it will be different now, but it still most likely is a minority. You know what I'm saying? So like, if millions of people buy a video game, most of them don't see all of this talk about games being dead. And if the developers release something cool, they'll come back easy. Like, I don't really understand. I know because there's so many games of a service and free-to-play games and multiplayer games that are very popular these days, that it creates this idea of like games are only successful if people are playing them all the time. But it doesn't make sense. Like, some of the top-selling games of all time are like single-player experiences you just pay for once and just play it through once. Like, and with Valheim, we're talking about people, like millions of people bought a game, they played for hundreds of hours, and then, yeah, most people probably have stopped playing it, but they're just gonna come back when Hearth and Home comes out, and then they're just gonna come back when whatever content drop comes out. You know what I mean? It's not like it's permanent. And the potential for it to like become more and more popular will just increase as long as there's some content creators not giving up on it. This could be a really interesting run, guys, by the way. It's not going to be world record, but it could work out really good. Things are going to pick up really quickly. I've just been gaming like for way too long and been like really seriously involved with video games for way too long that I've seen so many things come and go that I just don't believe so much talk about games being dead games. You know what I mean? Like there was a period in time when Minecraft still had millions of players, active players, but there wasn't a lot of videos being made and there wasn't a lot of people streaming it. The game never died, but people used to think, like they used to say that it was because they was thinking that all that matters is seeing content about it, but it's not true. You know what I mean? Like, people bought the game. They still play it. We're all still playing this game, right? Like, or maybe we're not all still playing it, but we're interested. No worries, dude. Good luck with whatever you're doing. This boss spacing was like a bit yikes. It like should have really been a reset, but I kind of like want to test these strats out. Exactly, Jacob. Exactly. That is a perfect example. RuneScape is still super popular, is what Jacob was saying, for anyone who doesn't see it. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, where are all the big content creators streaming RuneScape? There aren't any. RuneScape isn't at the top of Twitch and there isn't tons of videos. But it's still massive. One of the... You know what is like a huge area of the industry that is really perfect as well, as an example of this, is Nintendo stuff. The Nintendo Switch has been selling like freaking hotcakes since it came out. Most of the Nintendo games on there sell a shitload of copies. There's hardly any Nintendo content creators or like content being put out about it. Same goes for Pokemon. Oh no. I don't know if this is going to work because this is a scuff spawn. Oh, it did actually work. So we got a stealth attack still. Can we get him to... Please move. Move. We're using arrows. Screw it. Thanks, Jacob. I appreciate that, mate. Appreciate the luck, dude. Ah, come on. But yeah, Pokemon is another one. Pokemon's pretty much made more, I think, has made the most money. I think it's the highest grossing video game franchise, I believe. No big streamers or YouTubers play it. Oh, come on. I hear a spawner this way, so I'm going this way. Oh, I've got really unlucky with the rune spawns here. Man, there's like 3 potential spawns at least. Four. Four potential spawns. Still hear another spawner somewhere. I'm just committing to this because we find bone mass. That means we've got 4 boss locations on the map. I've lost count of how many potential spawns we've had now. Extremely bad RNG. But that's another potential spawn. I still hear a room though with spawners in. One of the reasons that I've been destroying spawners lately is that it makes it easier when trying to listen for other spawners. How do we get back there? Oh. Guess this way. Here we go, we're getting closer. You can hear the spawner. Dude, this is a dead end. How do you get there? What? Oh, there's one here that's not been done as well. Slightly impossible to find room. Well, here it is. Oh my god, dude. What is this? What a bad crypt. That's so many spawns for the location stone for Bone Mass that didn't have it. It's nuts. What's up, Memphis? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good, dude. We just instantly find bone mass and some other crypts now. Good, thanks, dude. Really good. Here we go. That's gonna take me to there, right? Oh no, we don't do this. No, we're here already. This is a mistake. Yeah, we've done this, so we've done this. We just go south. Something extremely extremely exciting might be happening within the next, I don't know how long. Let's say 12 hours, chat. I don't want to say anything in case it doesn't happen. Oh, awesome, Memphis. Oh my god, I looked away for 1 second. Congratulations, dude. Hope you enjoyed the boss fight. Yeah, building with stone is awesome. Time consuming to get the stone, but it is awesome. I would like there to be a better source for stone than the pillars in the plains, because that's kind of like the best thing right now. Like, it would be kind of cool if there was a certain biome that was just like when you dug in the ground you got way more stone or something like that. But yeah, it is awesome. Uh-oh. Find wood, hide, resin. Really? The nails, dude. I can't believe that. I thought we could get away with it because of the rocks, but... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... Good time to save. Yeah, speedrunning today. I'm gonna probably be speedrunning a lot over the next few days at least, maybe even a few weeks. Because there's a lot of people sub to their channel that just really like the speedruns, and I haven't done any for a few weeks. Like, well, I have been doing probably at least one a week, but I used to do it like almost every day. But yeah, I'd like to get a lot of speedruns in before Hearth and Home comes out, because most likely something about speedruns will change after that. So yeah, kind of working towards some more world record attempts in this category. Maybe improving my time in some others, and then I'm gonna do some like meme speedruns, like just for fun, for just good YouTube videos. And then we'll probably do some content that isn't speedruns for a bit, or some other games. Yeah, when Hearth and Home comes out, I will do a full playthrough of the game, just casually, with building and crafting every item and stuff. Probably fully upgrading every item as well. Well, I don't know about that actually. But yes, I will definitely do a full casual playthrough of the game with a new character when Hearth and Home comes out. There's going to be tons of Hearth and Home content. As soon as it comes out, basically, my top priority is going to be doing a full playthrough of the game and learning as much about all the changes as possible. And making like tons of tutorial and guide videos for the new content. Alright, I'll start again. So when Hearth and Home comes out, I will definitely do a casual playthrough of the game on stream that will be available on YouTube as a series, right? Then I will be posting tutorial and guide videos for all of the new content, explain what the new content is and how it works. Then I will be figuring out with the rest of the speedrun community how, well, it's probably mostly just going to be me, how the new changes are going to affect the speedrunning, and we will have to redo the leaderboards. But then we'll be going back to speedrunning with the Hearth and Home changes. There is some other Hearth and Home content that will be happening that is going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you guys about it. You'll have to wait and see. And obviously the server as well will get the Hearth and Home content. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a good idea, Memphis, for sure. It is a bit of a tease. Not gonna lie. So yeah, between now and Hearth and Home, there's a few YouTube videos I might make, but when it comes to Valheim, I'm probably going to be mostly focusing on speedruns. I might make some other videos, we'll see. But it's probably going to be mostly speedruns, and then I might even play some other games on stream before Hearth and Home comes out. The Ashlands is the only one really that you should explore because it's useful. I actually made a video about it. Should check it out if you go to the youtube.com/NickRawcliffe and just look along the Valheim videos section at the top. Should see one about the Ashlands. Have you thought about doing a no portal playthrough? My husband just finished no portal run, beating all the bosses twice. Not really. I haven't really seriously considered it. Because I think it can do something more interesting, basically. Like, I have considered a lot of different types of sort of more challenge playthroughs with different rule sets. I just chose to do Valheim in reverse. Instead, you know, because I just thought it was a lot more interesting. But I probably will do some other Valheim challenge. I definitely will do some other like Valheim challenge videos, but I've just not decided what yet. I'm gonna do some like more challenge speedrun stuff. For sure. I'm actually probably only going to use the bow here. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the sword. We're just low on potions. It's the only problem. I'm saving potions. We need to get our mats back. The only reason I didn't really do resets in this run, guys, is because I'm just working on new straps. I mean, that's the greatest thing about a game like this. Like, people can just play how they want, right? It's each to their own, indeed. That's why I love games like this. Usually the games are like, not all the time, but usually the games are like fall in love with the most, like, or games that just give you, that you can kind of just play how you want, you know what I mean? And not in like a cheesy, sort of boring open world way, just like legitimately. Basically like games that allow you to be creative in some way. Like, games allowing you to be creative by actually building stuff is cool, but like Valheim has that as well. But games that allow you to be creative with how you approach a ton of different gameplay situations are like super, super entertaining to me. And I think Valheim does like a really good job with that. Like, for the type of game it is, there is actually quite a lot of ways to approach certain situations. And obviously you can be super creative with your build. Right. That's also why I love games like Breath of the Wild. Like all those crazy systems and everything in that game. I need to move this camera a bit. Like, they actually allow you to be super creative with how you play. I'm sure everything's alright. It's also one of the reasons why I really like the Dark Souls games. And Bloodborne as well. Bloodborne a little bit less so. But like, there's a really meta, easier way to play through those games, but finding a build that you just find is really fun, a character build, and playing through the game with it just for fun is like awesome. It's actually why I really like Escape from Tarkov for an FPS as well, because a lot of FPSs lack that element of allowing you so much creativity in how you play. But Tarkov is another one of those games. It's really just your imagination. Like, if you get bored, you can just, like, figure out so many cool ways to approach a raid. What are you guys talking about? Cats for? Alright, let me search for something real quick. I won't be able to see chat for a sec. No! Control. Undo split. I accidentally pressed the button. Is it actually going to be inside this swamp? Is he so big? If so. Resin, wood, hide, nails. Funny you should mention lore, actually. You just reminded me. One of the things I actually might make some videos about before Hearth and Home is some Valheim lore. Because there's not a lot of videos about that. And it wouldn't be that difficult. It's just mostly voiceover. Because I really, like, I've got one video about that covers a ton of Valheim lore, and it's everything about the giant tree. Like, that video. That's one of my favorite videos, personally, that I've made. I know, obviously, it's not one of my most successful ones. But it was super fun to make because it's a really weird video. But it was really fun for me to just talk about the Valheim's lore and story and the Norse mythology that inspires it. I might do some more videos like that before Hearth and Home. if I have time. But obviously we don't know when exactly. Like it could just come out randomly, which I think the lore's really good. I mean, I wouldn't really call that the graphics of Thor lore, but he does look weird, I'll give you that. I don't know the answer to that, though. There probably is an interesting answer to that. If you want to know more about the lore, that video, everything about the giant tree, actually covers a lot of the sort of base lore of the game. Because it is actually a really important part of it. Oh no. It's one of the things I hate about using the sword for this boss fight. I'm dead, probably. I forgot to use my poison resistance. I won't be dead, but not a very clean boss fight. There's no such thing as clean boss fights when you're this low on potions, and the reason we're this low on potions is because it's just a longer run. This is like officially just an experimental run by this point to work on new strats, because this is really bad. Can't really see enough of what's happening there. Was a huge mess, all because I didn't get a stealth attack, and I forgot to use my potion. We're officially going for a sub 90 minutes anyway. at this point. Which is actually on these runs, like, it's obviously hard to get a good, really good time, but it becomes harder to survive the longer the run is. You see more planes over there. Do I have any hobbies outside of gaming? I don't have time for any hobbies anymore. There's lots of things that I've been really into over the years. Like, I made music for years. Different kinds of music. And I was really into, like, making my own games at one point. And then with getting into doing content creation and stuff, I just don't have time for anything else anymore, really. If I ever became, like, really successful at what I do and I made plenty of money, I would seriously consider it, like, reducing the amount of hours that I stream and make videos, and make music and make like cool little indie games. That's what, like, my dream would be. Is that if the content creation could sort of pay the bills, and I did that still full-time hours, but I actually just allowed myself some time to work on games and music. That would be, like, brilliant, you know. What games did I make? A lot of retro, like, mostly like retro inspired games, whether it's like pixel art games or like low poly games, like low poly 3D games. The main game that I want to make, that I have you know, worked on the design for a lot, and you know, messed around with some prototypes for, is essentially like a game that is like partially like a first person story / puzzle game, and a 2D sort of action platformer. where like most of the gameplay is just like fun, like kind of Castlevania style gameplay, like old Castlevania style gameplay, combined with some like first person storytelling. That's the main game I want to make eventually, I would say. But like lots of stuff. I have a design for a survival game, like a kind of first person shooter survival game that I think would be amazing, but I don't see that ever happening. That's so hard to make on my own. That would be more like if I could pitch it to a big company, but I could make like most of the games that I have ideas for that I've worked on. It's like all stuff that I could do on my own. Just, but it would just take years, you know. What's up, Angela? Thanks for stopping by. Good morning. Hope you're having a nice day. But you know, like I said, my dream situation is like, if we do okay with content creation, to just like dedicate a day or two a week to like working on some like cool little indie games essentially, and making music and just sell them on their own little websites, you know, as sort of a side gig. Yeah, making games is really hard. I did used to do it for a living for a few years. That's what I did before I got into streaming. It's weird because there's so much to love about it. But in my experience, if you don't work for yourself, it's sort of a shit job. Because it's extremely exaggerated what you get paid. Like, I got paid, like, not a crazy salary at all. Like, I got paid, like, 27 grand a year or something like that. So it's sort of like a pretty low in the totem pole office job to... you know, mid-tier office job, let's say. Yeah, it's really hard and really time consuming, and if you get a job doing it, like doing that, like in the context of someone else running their business the way they want, it's like shit, to be honest. Not to crush anyone's dream or anything. It can be much harder than it sounds, but even a baby will choose a cardboard box over a doll, if that makes sense. Creating content takes a lot of time. Yeah, anything worth doing takes a lot of time. So I was just committed to this for now, because I really like it, and it's going much better than my other pursuits ever did. Yeah, I don't want to like crush anyone's dreams about game development or anything, but what I would say is, like, we're making your own game in your own time is awesome. It's awesome. It's really fucking hard. It's really hard. you're going to have to learn something every day pretty much. It's really hard to do. And yeah. But like, I would say that like, in the games industry, the job of like an indie developer that actually really made his own game, and there's some places that we call indie games are like, the people that work there still just have some job for somebody else. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a company. Like, if you're a guy that just makes a game, maybe you make a game with some friends, and that game is a success, like, that's probably awesome. I mean, I'm just guessing, 'cause I've never experienced that, but that's probably awesome. But for me, it was like, I basically, my background is in music, and music creation and music production, right? I've got like a national diploma in music practice, and I got like a bachelor's degree in music technology, and then I did a master's degree in music technology and computer music. And during the later parts of both those last 2 degrees, I learned some code, because you learn a lot about how music software works and how to make some basic music software. So I learned more code throughout my master's degree. So I always dreamed of making games. So it's like, when I graduated from a master's degree, I was supposed to do a PhD. And I was working on a PhD proposal, trying to find the right university to go for a PhD at. And during that time, I was teaching myself how to make games and trying to make some like kind of cool little indie game in my own time. And I was like doing some work, recording some musicians and stuff for money on the side. That's what I was doing. And what happened was I started some blog or something at the time where I was posting updates about me learning to make games. And I was actually just contacted by somebody that works for a company and asked to come in the office, and they just offered me a pretty good job working in like making games and stuff. So I took it, and it was shit. But they paid me, but it was shit. So like, it wasn't really part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I wanted to be an indie developer and just do my PhD. But I was like, oh, maybe this could be the start of something awesome if I take this job, and it wasn't. You know, I think a reason why that feels like the case is how legitimately hard it is to design a good game. There's so many more companies out there. We're going to be resetting within the next 10 minutes, by the way. There's so many more companies out there making games. And so many more people trying to learn to make games than there are good ideas for games. And I can't really say too much about it, right? Because it obviously could get in like weird legal territory. I don't know what is like in an NDA or whatever. But like, you know, I had a job where people would come to me with game ideas because it was like sort of a managerial position, and like 99% of them are just terrible, man. And like so many of the game design ideas you get approached with are just, they are clones, or it's not really a game idea. I can't talk too much about this, guys. I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want to like upset anyone I used to work with, because they're good people, really. But you know, so many games, right? They're like, right, Nick, we've got this idea for this game. All right, here we go. Hit me with it. And it would be like what they would describe as their idea for a game would be some like a scenario. I can't get too specific, unfortunately, but I'll make a scenario up, all right? So it's not, there's no trouble. So like scenario would be, they would say like, oh, I have an idea for this game where you're the postman protecting I don't know, let's say the postman protecting his van or something. Like some literally like, I mean not literally that, but you know what I'm saying? They would describe a scenario and I'd have to be like, I'd have to talk the idea out of them like, so what is the idea? Like what's the gameplay though? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like that is like, so that's why I think there's so many clones, because it's really hard for most people to come up with like a legitimately good idea for a game. And I think most people think like they don't realize how much they're ripping off other games. They just think, I'm going to make a game with this type of gameplay just like this game I really like, and then it comes off like a clone. But it's like, yeah. I hope the lessons have been going all right, Angela. Yeah, it's hard to say. You close calls. Yikes. It's hard to say why exactly certain games make it to market. But yeah, it depends on the scenario. Oftentimes, say, like certain publishers just invest in studios that, like projects that studios are working on, that is a type of business model that has been seen to be successful, or a type of game that's been seen successful. And you know, sometimes when you're pitching a game, it's an easy pitch to pitch the thing that is a type of game that has already been successful. And like, what could all these companies, right, that do what you're saying about these like quote unquote clones, right? It's highly possible the people that work at that studio are very talented and have a lot of amazing ideas for games, but they just can't get the bosses to sign off on their more unique ideas because somebody higher up is just more concerned about money and keeping a company afloat, which is understandable, but like that's what breeds so much unoriginality in AAA game development. I would have kept going if we could get a sub 90, but we can't get a sub 90, chat, unfortunately. GG. But I think we worked on some good new strats there.
Sploosh.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the bathroom and then we'll do another run, all right, chat? I'll be right back, all right? See you in a second. Don't go anywhere. Right, let me catch up on chat. See Particle is something original. Yeah, it is. It does get harder every day. That's true. With Valheim, it has all the same systems as Minecraft, but it's done differently. Never really seen a game like Valheim. Yeah. It's original enough. The thing is about Valheim that is, I would say, underrated is it does a lot of stuff that vanilla Minecraft doesn't do or didn't used to do out of the gate that the Minecraft, like portals, for example, where you can teleport between two locations. That was a popular Minecraft mod years ago, and people really wanted the developers to add it, and they never did. Like, Valheim has done a lot of stuff out of the gate, vanilla, that some survival games don't do. That gamers like. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, good luck with the school run, Angela. Guys, remember when I said something epic might happen? It did. Look. Holy shit. 23 minutes ago. Pog. Valheim speedrunner takes down every boss in reverse order. A world first. Instead of tackling Yugluth last, Nick Rawcliffe beat him first. And that wasn't even the most challenging part of the run. Oh, and he's linked to the video as well. What an absolute legend. Man, this is so crazy. Like, I can't believe this is happening a second time. We should read this article. Last week checked in with streamer and speedrunner Nick Rawcliffe. He was taking down every boss in Valheim in under 90 minutes. More recently, he attempted a much more grueling sort of challenge, taking on all 5 bosses again, but this time in reverse order with a new character. Nick Rawcliffe defeated Valheim's final boss, Yugluth, first, and then worked his way back down the line to defeat the first boss, Eikthyr, last. This feat took quite a bit longer than 90 minutes, though. It took 45 damn hours. Generously, Nick edited his 45-hour saga into a tight 15 minutes of narrated footage you can watch below. It's quite the feat. Valheim is structured such that defeating each boss in their regular order provides something you need to take on the next boss. For example, Valheim's second boss, the Elder, gives you the key to the swamp crypts, which you need to visit in order to gather the 10 withered bones required to summon Valheim's third boss, Bone Mass. It's the same progression we've experienced in decades of video games. Catch up on the chat a bit. Yeah, this is crazy. This is unbelievably, guys. This is actually the second time PC Gamer have written an article about me. They did it when I had world record in this speedrun category as well. It's so crazy. I can't believe it's happening a second time. It's actually amazing. How can you collect those withered bones without ever going into a swamp crypt? There is an exploit that allows you to squeeze your way into a swamp without a key, but Nick Rawcliffe specifically ruled out using it. Instead, he searched for chests that very rarely spawn above ground in swamps, and hoped those chests would hold even more rarely spawning withered bones. The extreme unlikelihood of finding a rare chest containing a rarer bone meant searching through more than 30 swamp biomes across the map and accounted for a full 27 hours of Nick Rawcliffe's run. 27 hours just searching the world for swamps and searching those swamps for chests and searching those chests for bones that probably weren't there. That's dedication. I appreciate that. There may be other words to describe it. Reminds me of a flower picking wild player I know. Oh my, we might have to see what this is. There's plenty more in the video besides searching for bones, including some interesting strategies for defeating your gluth and modder before having the type of gear you'd have if you tackled them 4th and 5th instead of 1st and 2nd. Naturally, the adventure ends in a bit of an anticlimax because taking on Eikthyr when you're already destroyed every other boss in the game, well, it's not so much of a challenge, but after that long ordeal, I have to imagine it still felt great seeing the stag hit the ground. That is true. That was true, Chris. Yeah, shout out to Chris again. What? This guy is a fucking legend. World of Warcraft pacifist panda just hit level 60 by picking millions of flowers. This is who he's comparing us to. Oh my god. I'll link to this article anyway, guys, in the chat. If you want to check it out. Yeah. I was writing a tweet. I'm going to thank him for writing the article. And then we'll do another run. Can you show us any of your builds? Let me figure that out. I'll get back to you. Hey man, I have a full silver armor level 2. You'd think I'm at the level of defeating modder. Yeah, just like focus on upgrading your bows and maybe taking more than one bow and just as many arrows as possible. And just take your time with it and just use arrows. It's the safest way. Like when it's actually the safest to just wait until she lands. Just dodge all of her attacks when she's in the air. When she lands, just don't go up to her. Just shoot her from range when she lands, because she won't attack you from range when she's on the ground. What's crazy about this whole thing with PC Gamer is it's pretty much one of like the only gaming website I actually still read occasionally. Oh my god, PC Gamer wrote another article about my content. I'm truly blessed. Thanks so much, PC Gamer and Screen Cuisine. Glad you like the content. It's probably not the best tweet, but fuck it. Oh yeah, builds. So can I show you some of my builds? I guess I can log on to the server, yeah. So what I will do, I will leave a link in the chat. Okay. Who is asking for to see builds? It's on YouTube, right? I've forgotten. Memphis, right? On YouTube. So if I go to the YouTube chat. I usually do builds on the Patreon server, right? So oh damn. The stream where I built a haunted mansion isn't on YouTube because it actually messed up annoyingly. But Nick builds a villa with chat's help. It's a YouTube video called Nick builds a villa with chat's help. That is from a stream. I'll post it in the chat right now. You guys get that message? Yeah. All right. And then I can link you to a Twitch VOD probably. Because this stream didn't work on you. It just, the server shit the bed on YouTube for some reason. So this is a Twitch VOD that I can link you to. Where I built a haunted mansion. So the first one is me building a villa, and the second one is me building a haunted mansion with people on the server's help. And then I can actually quickly just log into the server if you want. And actually show you the article. And then we'll do another speed run. Thanks, Lorelai. Yeah, it's so crazy. I appreciate that. Now, you know what? You just have to check it out in the video. It's going to take too long to go to check it on the server. I will, if you stick, like, if you're going to be a part of this community for a while, instead of somebody that we don't see in a few weeks, you will get to see all my builds when we do the next server stream, which will be in a few weeks probably. And we will build something else really cool on stream then as well. Hope that's all right. It's just the server is massive. And I don't really know my way around because the subs are just constantly adding to it. It's like a city now. All right, new run, let's go. That's so amazing that they did that. I was really like afraid of that video. Thanks, Memphis. I was afraid of the Valheim in reverse video not getting a lot of views because it took so long. It probably took me 100 hours to put that video together in total. And the idea of it not getting like thousands of views is like depressing, you know? Because like, man, like, there's so much effort.
Ready for adventure!
Uh... That... Is that a mountain? Or is that not a mountain? I can't really tell. Super weird seed. It's like a small mountain over there. I've definitely fantasized about killing Hugin a few times. It's very true, Spaghetti. It's very true. This seed is so weird. We should check this mountain, even though it doesn't look good. I've got some new headphones coming because, like I said, my cat keeps eating my earbuds. Pretty excited. I'll just have to make sure we'll put them in a drawer at the end of the stream. Two eggs is a really good sign. 3 eggs. Oh, we got the wrong type of structure here. Yeah, it's so weird. That's super weird map, right? Another mountain over there, I think. Another egg. Man, there's so many eggs on this mountain that I would almost believe the modder was there. Oh, I've lost this. Here we go. East. True. It does, but if you're wet and you're in a mountain, you always get freezing. which is why I usually set myself on fire, but I don't have the inventory space at this point in the run because we didn't do the first boss yet. So I didn't pick up rocks. I don't bring rocks in because they're everywhere. I remember somebody in the chat once said, that's when I knew that Valheim speedrunning was legit, when I saw you setting yourself on fire or something to... avoid freezing. Thought it was quite funny. By the way, guys, I just want to remind everybody that I'm not a YouTube partner. I'm not a Twitch partner. So you can't give me a paid sub on Twitch. And I can't monetize my content on YouTube. So if you would like to support the content financially, then you can do so on Patreon at patreon.com/NickRawcliffe. Patreon allows you to do a monthly donation, sort of like a Twitch sub, but it can be for absolutely any amount of money you want, even as little as $1. And how it works is, for example, if you subscribe at the $1 level right now, you'll donate $1 to me right now. Then you'll be donating $1 a month on the first of every month from then onwards until you cancel your subscription, and you can cancel it at any time. Anyone that becomes a patron also gets invited to my private Valheim server that I pay for that runs 24/7, and you get to play on there whenever you want with the rest of the community. And also you get to play with me live on stream when I do server streams. There's a link in the description on YouTube. It's !Patreon in the Twitch chat. Also, if you want to support the content financially but you don't want to create a Patreon account, you can also just do regular donations. It's !Donate in the Twitch chat. There's a link in the description on YouTube. And also, don't forget to join the Discord. It's the #1 best way to make sure you don't miss any live stream or videos. There's a link in the description on YouTube, and it's !Discord in the Twitch chat. How do you fire arrows so quick? Level 100 bow skill. Resin, hide, nails. It's living that Viking baller lifestyle, I guess, Memphis. I mean, weren't Vikings polyamorous? It kind of makes sense. Pretty sure, right? And multiple wives. Okay, that looks like a good structure over there. She could be on this mountain. What? Might die here. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, this is about the right distance. That's a bad structure. That's a bad structure. So when I say it's a bad structure, I mean the runestone that shows the location of modder doesn't spawn in there. We've got one of those seeds of mountains everywhere. I guarantee that we've got a modder within 1,000 meters of spawn. It's just we've gone the wrong way. I 100% guarantee it. It's always what it's like when you have a lot of mountains. GG.
Sploosh.
I need to not be clicked on my streaming software when I press that button because it makes me change the scene in my streaming software. Alright. New run, let's go. True. I can't believe the time already. I'm not going to be streaming that much longer, unfortunately. And I started much later. But I was working on videos and doing sorting some finances out and stuff. And I had to reply from someone from PC Gamer. But I didn't want to say anything.
Ready for adventure!
Man, resetting for an early mountain was not a good idea when I didn't have ages to stream. Minus 13 on the first boss, though. It's really hard to not want to instantly go into that Black Forest. Let's do it. I'm supposed to be looking for a mountain, but... Oh, we got a mountain. Oh, please. Please have modder. Imagine this mountain has modder, chat. It would be so good. Egg. Come on, dude. All right, this can have a rune inside. What? The beehive just self-destructed. Alright, we got burial though. Really? That's weird. You're getting very unlucky RNG here. Oh my god. I can't believe we just got 3 burials in a row really quickly, but no elder location. I never can remember whether they can spawn in here, but over the chest maybe, but I don't think so. Yeah, I never really read the dreams properly. I remember starting to read them at the start, and then the thing is, I've streamed like basically my entire time playing this game. I've streamed it, so when I'm sleeping, it's a really good time to read chat, you know. voice has gone all weird. Alright, bear with me 1 sec, chat. Is it better now? My mixer shit the bed apparently. It's never happened before. Finally. Do I play this one out for a bit? It's not going to be the best time at this point. And I need to go to bed. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Yeah, this is a reset in an under normal circumstances anyway. Like it's pretty far. I think I'm gonna call it there. Sorry for the short stream, but I was working on a ton of stuff before the stream today, trying to get some replacement for my headphones because the cat ate my headphones. Sorted out this thing with PC Gamer, working on a video, but
Sploosh.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, like if anything, if I learn anything from the last time that PC Gamer wrote us an article, it's that basically the next 48 hours is like worth streaming as much as possible. So I'm just gonna, but like when the article, it's not like when the article comes out, she's like the day after. Because other sites might pick up the story. So I'm just gonna get an early night and try and do a long stream tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's epic. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks everybody. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm not gonna plug my Patreon and donations and Discord and stuff. I'll check the links in the description if you want to support the stream, because I just plugged that just not so long ago. And I'll post some links in the Twitch chat. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I'll try. Let me think about it. Yeah. I won't work on a YouTube video before the stream tomorrow. I'll just try. I probably won't work on YouTube for the next videos for the next couple of days and just focus on streams because that's better now this article is out, I think. So we should be able to get some longer streams in. So I'm going to experiment with these strats again. But thanks a lot for watching. We should be able to do a lot with these strats. I'm really confident that we're on the right track. So long streams will be good for the speed runs. We've got to do long streams to get good runs down in this category because it's just really difficult. There's a lot of resets and it's quite long. So yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Yeah, today was epic. Can't believe we got another article written about us. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Valheim speedruns, alright? Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Don't forget to leave a like and a nice comment if you're watching. Don't forget to go check out the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, all that good stuff. The main thing I'm pushing right now is to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because if we get to 1,000 subs, I'll be able to become a YouTube partner. So really pushing for that right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye.